Chiefs and the Arizona Cardinals. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These Chiefs to start 2022, where they were handed a very tough task by the schedule makers, not just in going on the road to face a Cardinal team that was 11-6 last year, but they're going to be the first team in NFL history to start a season with 8 consecutive games against teams that finished above 500 from the previous year. After today, Chargers, Colts, Bucks, Raiders, Bills, 49ers, Titans, and that doesn't even count that they play last year's Super Bowl teams, the Rams and Bengals, in the second half of the year. Snap coming in 1, and it's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away. What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Murray's throw complete to McBride. And now he picks up the spare. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Well, probably that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
That 1 for 1. A lot more to go. And some room to maneuver. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the
goes 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes, a dump down to McKinnon. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Murray now to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Room here to run. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down. Now Murray off play action. Zach Ertz has it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ertz certainly proved he's still got some juice left after midseason trade to Arizona. Immediately came in and produced with over 500 yards in 11 games, and he's being counted on as a key piece for the Cards moving forward. And he gets him a first down there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd. Now Murray again. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They're going for it. Hits Murray. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here up near the 40. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, have 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone. Definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open. I think the quarterback spotted him too late, and that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
That'll be complete to Breida. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll fake it to Conner. Now Murray. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range. Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. First carry for James Conner, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Prater's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Going up top. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance for the throw there? I don't understand that.
That's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the turnover, here's Murray. Finds his running back, James Conner. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Murray now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. Fields this way up at the 17. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half and get us going?
The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line, and these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot, and they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people
don't call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Play fake. Murray. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Murray going to throw. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Got him in. It's Brown. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. It's now 17-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jerick McKinnon. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Mahomes now to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On second down, Connor looking for space. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Murray now on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
He's got a man, complete. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Going to be caught here left side, Moore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down. Now here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now a give. This is McKinnon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Second down, McKinnon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle.
guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cards are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Tackle made there by Frank Clark. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A run between the tackles with Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Murray now on 1st down. Going deep for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On play action, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And some room to roam now. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. On play action, it's Murray. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. The Cards stringing together a couple of good pickups. It's another first down on that play. From the gun, Murray. Finding Ertz again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. Throwing on first down is Murray. And now here is another interception. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove, because any guy's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
Murray, one final try. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our